right now. And I just want to confirm, Manny, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so the company's name, we're TransJet Cargo. You might have heard of TQL, Total Quality Logistics, and CH Robinson. So we wanted to very much imitate that entire look of the company to go along with much bigger companies, but we're not that big. We're not that corporate. We're very family-based. The environment, as you see right now, is very relaxed. So it's short for TJC, and we wanted it to have some sort of, a catchy name to it. When you say, hey, in the market, hey, TJC or TQL, it has a very catchy name. So that's why we chose TransJet Cargo. And we're based out in Indianapolis. We will have people.
So the webinar is happening in your screen right there. So they see your screen.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you're going to make a full slide on your local computer.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So now it's going to be full screen.
Okay, so they should see.
Now I can see it, yeah.
Okay, so you see it. Okay, I want to know how I can. Okay, sounds good. So you should both be able to see the same thing. Okay. So yeah, we're located in Indianapolis, and we want to provide the service of personal touch. We don't want to leave you guys to pretty much be the corporate guys selling stuff all day long. I don't want you to be that sleazy salesman. I don't want you to go and disturb people, and if they don't want to work with you. Go to the people that want to work with you. Go to the people that are looking for freight to be moved. There's hundreds. You don't have to be that guy, hey, this I can do this for you, I can do that for you. If you think the other person is not interested, leave your number, leave your name, that's it. It's not about always closing the deal, it's about creating a personal relationship with these people. So the shipper, you want to create that relationship where you say, hey, how's your kids doing? How are your kids doing? That's the kind of relationship we're looking for. And we're not looking for that whole TQL, making 100 calls, not even ever seeing the person. If you want to go meet that person, hey, go meet that person. Mm-hmm. You want to take them out for lunch? Go for it. We got you. We'll take care of it. Get the clients the way you can. We'll take care of the rest. And that's what TJC is really about. We really wanted that personal touch. We didn't really want that whole corporate environment where, you're never face to face with that person. We get the job done and we have the relationship. So becoming a freight broker agent. So a lot of people here are new to the industry. They've never moved freight. I know you do sales already, but you've never moved freight, right?
Correct.
So freight is pretty much getting something A to B. So they're a manufacturer. They're creating stuff all the time. This water bottle, for example, it's created somewhere, water is filled, and then it gets transported. It gets transported by a truck, air, or rail, whatever it may be. Now we're on the logistics side of that. Mm-hmm. What we do is we make sure this bottle goes from the manufacturer to the carrier, to the shops, or distributed all throughout the US or anywhere in the world, actually. That's our job as freight broker agents. And we broker those deals. So let's say it's, Nestle wants to get 15,000 water bottles moved. How are they going to do that? They're going to have freight brokers like us. They're going to say, hey, I have 1,000 loads, get them moved. Now that's our job. You can move one load, you can move 2 loads from one manufacturer, you can move 1,000 loads from one manufacturer. It's all about what you can handle. And we have the support staff and we have the support system for you to handle a lot more than 1,000. We can handle as many as you like. So becoming a freight broker is about creating that trust with those manufacturers, saying to Nestle, hey, you know what? You got 100 loads? I'll take them. I'll take care of it. Knowing that you have the staff behind you to do those 100 loads. So what a freight broker agent really does is pretty much we are the middlemen between the shipper and the carrier. The carrier are the trucks, the owner operators, the single guy who's bought a truck, who's running his business with an LLC, and the guy who has thousands of trucks. They're like a corporate machine. 25,000 trucks like Prime. We broker to them, we broker to the one guy. So your job as a freight broker agent is to see the market, see the trends, where the freight is being moved at the time. You know, let's say there's potatoes coming out of, I don't know, Iowa or whatever it may be. I'm just blabbing here. I don't know actually if there's potatoes in Iowa, but you know, let's say they're moving out of there, and you know, hey, these guys are going to need 100 trucks to get those loads moved. They're going to have 100 loads. You should be on top of your game. You need to know, hey, when's California going to be producing these nuts that I could get to the East Coast? It's about doing the studying. It's about knowing those market trends, and we have tools like DAT hotspot search, where pretty much shows you, hey, you know what? Today there's 1,000 loads coming out of this facility right now. Call them. Be smart. Don't just look around here. Look all over the US. Look at the maps. See what's going on. And those tools will be available to all of you to say, hey, you know what? The market's hot right now. Let me call places in this industry. Search the Chamber of Commerce. Let's say a town in Iowa or whatever it may be, or a town in Muncie, Indiana, or whatever it may be, they're moving freight. How are you going to get in touch with those companies or manufacturers? Chamber of Commerce websites. They have a list of manufacturers, warehouses, distributors. You have to do that kind of research. We provide you leads all day long. We'll give you 100 phone numbers to call every day. We'll provide you the leads.
That's gonna be one of my questions.
Right, yeah, we provide you the leads. We will make it very easy for you to succeed. It is your job to get the freight from those shippers. That's it. We don't expect you to look at the trucks and say, hey, where's my truck? Where's my load? Is this going to get there on time? We have load coordinators for that. Your job as a freight broker agent will purely be to get freight from the manufacturer, and give it to the load coordinator. He'll take care of the rest, or she'll take care of the rest. That's it.
Are they on top of that, though?
They're on top of that.
Okay.
We have 4 dedicated people currently, a team of 4 dedicated people that are moving loads. And you'll be in touch with them. You can tell them, hey, I don't want this load sold for more than 700. Or I want this load kept under 600. So I don't know if anybody understands, but a freight broker agent, how we make money is pretty.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
right.
When it comes to us getting the freight, okay, that's cool. But when it comes to selling the freight,
You won't have, I mean, in this market today, you won't have any issue selling the freight.
no, I'm not saying. I'm saying like for what I want, like what I want to make off it. Like,
Right. Okay. So how we make money, how a freight broker agent makes money is like this. You have an example of, let's say, Walmart. Okay. Walmart, you go to the shipper, you go to the logistics manager, you say, hey, I'm a freight broker agent. I can move some loads for you. Do you need any help moving loads? He says, yes, I have 2 lanes available. Give me a rate for the lane San Antonio to Philadelphia. We say, okay, we'll do it for 2,000. Okay. He'll say, okay, give me the second lane from Indianapolis to San Antonio. We'll do it for 2,500. Okay. He'll say, okay, let's get going. Now you've got those 2 lanes and you need to get them moved. You've got those 2 lanes means you've got, let's say, 2 loads from those 2 lanes, and you need to get them moved. Call up your load coordinator. Hey, I got these 2 loads. I'm going to send you the info. He's going to put it in your TMS, or you could even put it in your TMS, and that's it. The load is now on the market. The load is available to thousands of truckers, thousands of companies, and that's the DAT load board. That's pretty much industry wide. All truckers, big or small, will go on that load board, and they'll be saying, hey, okay, this load's going from here. Let me do this. Let me do that. And there's thousands, and we can show you that. And you all have access to that. We'll give you the training on everything like that. Now, let's say the load that we're doing from San Antonio to Indianapolis is $2,500. We've put it on the market for $2,000. So that $500, that's within the company right now. Now, your jobs, they'll all start off at 40 or 50%, depending on your experience. Let's say this load gets sold. I'm a trucker. I did trucking for a while. I see loads all day long. I know somebody who's on this webinar right now who's a trucker who's sitting in the truck watching this. And he knows exactly what I'm talking about. When he needs to get a load moved, he's like, okay, I need to get this bang done. It's as easy as that. When you click the load, you make a call, it's gone. The load's gone. And loads move in seconds, 30 seconds to 10 seconds. That's how quick loads move. Right? That load gets moved for 2,000. The 500 that's remaining, that is what the freight brokerage has made. Now your commission, 40 to 60 to 70, whatever percentage you're on, you've just made half of that. Let's say you're on 50%. You've just made $250. One load. You know what I mean?
That's it.
One load can equal $250. Now, I'm not saying every load is going to be $2,500. Don't get me wrong. Some loads might be $600. You might make $200. A $800 load that sells for $600, you still made $100. The 200 remaining, 50-50. Easy as that. Now, I know saying that, it makes it sound easy, but it's about getting those loads. It's about attaining those loads. Now, yesterday, I went to meet a guy, very friendly guy. I said, hey, you know, we're a freight brokerage company based out of Indianapolis, blah, blah, blah. I'd already made a phone call, met him. He's nice. Took him out for lunch. He's ready to give us 40 loads. We can't even handle those because we don't have enough salespeople. I can't give you guys, salespeople, enough loads. Say, hey, handle these 40 loads. I know you guys are not going to be able to handle it. I'm saying, okay, let's start off with 5 a day. 5 a day, and then we'll move on slowly. 10 a day, 20 a day, 30 a day.
And every day that the load is created, we get commission off that every day?
100%.
Okay. So like,
there is no cap. We're not like the corporates. We're not going to say, hey, you know what, Quentin, you're making too much. Let's cut this guy out a bit. Let's give his account to someone else.
Well, my question was like, if somebody gave me 5 loads,
Okay.
and it moved Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when they sold, I get a commission off.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Recurring loads, you will get commission. So this person that's moving 40 loads a day, I'm going to get commission on 40 loads every single day.
Okay. That's the question I was wondering.
So you can develop a relationship with one customer that gives you 40 loads a day, or you can develop a relationship with 40 customers that give you 1 load a day. That's up to you guys. You know what I mean? If you have that know-how, and if you have that marketing skill, or if you have that networking skills, you know, to see and seek out these shippers and talk to them, who knows? You might get Kroger account that does 20 loads a day at the beginning within your 3 months. I always say to everyone, this is an industry where it's very easy to make 6 figures. There are 21-year-olds who are making 6 figures within this industry. Because all it takes is some know-how and your mouth. Your mouth does all the talking. If a guy looking like me with a turban and a beard, you know, in America can do it, I think none of you guys will have a problem. You know? I'm being straight up. There is no filter. If a guy like me looking like this can do it, who can't do it? It's all about discipline. It's all about that know-how. It's all about getting into the market at the right time, meeting the right people. And that says right there, making phone calls daily to get new customers, average of 100 daily. I can tell you right now, most of the people that I've hired, they say, yeah, I'll make 100 calls daily. They don't. They don't. Not many people make 100 calls daily, I'll tell you right now. If I was sitting alone for 2 hours, I could make 100 calls like that. 2 hours, I'll make 100 calls. People sit there for 6 hours and not able to make 100 calls. What's going on? It's a discipline. It's about if you really want that money. Do you really want that business? Or are you going to be busy on Instagram? You know? Do you really want that business, or are you worried about what's going on over there? What's going on here? What's going on over there? Set time aside for this. Dedicate yourself to this if you really want to make that money. Create those relationships. Now, everybody can create relationships. Right at the end point, we say doing follow-ups with each customer and creating reminders in the TMS to make sure they're taken care of. That is very important. That is one of the most important things, especially you know, you've done sales. You're doing sales. The one guy you meet today, and you know, the guy I met yesterday, let's say, I said to him, okay, give me those 40 loads, and then I never see him for 2 months. You think he's going to be like, hey, this guy just met me once and that's it. He's, you know, he's happy. He's not even talking to me. You know, he's done.
Right.
Let me go find someone else who I can actually, you know, talk to. Let me see what he does for me. You know, let me see if he can give me a better deal. Retaining customers is very important. Retaining how? Do a follow-up. Text the guy. Say, hey, how you doing, man? Are we still good on that load? Are we still good on this? Create those reminders within your TMS. We have given you the applications to succeed. You'll have all of these applications within the TMS. What is the TMS? It's the Transportation Management Software. And we'll show you that. We use a software called Transport Pro. It's very heavy. It's very big. And it's a great software. It has pretty much your CRM built in. Has all the leads built in. You won't ever need to leave that TMS. Reminders, calls, texts, everything goes through there. Packets, shipper packets, carrier packets. And I know some of this lingo is new to you guys, but I'll explain everything. And I'm sure everybody has questions. I'll explain everything.
Yeah, so, because a lot of more things should be involved. Just negotiating the price to that load. There should be insurances.
We take care of all that. You don't need to worry about that.
Oh, okay.
We're not telling you to say, hey, explain the insurance. You don't need to worry about anything. We have set up a system where the shipper packet is one click. A carrier packet is one click. You click and it goes. Has everything, insurance packet, everything. You won't need to worry about, hey, can I even cover this load? We have the highest insured, 250,000 liability. Most carriers only carry 100,000. So we're doing this in a way where TQL is doing it, where the CH Robinsons are doing it, but we're very small. We don't want that corporate environment. We don't want those guys, because when TQL calls me, I know for a fact they're making 40, 50%. They're making 40, 50% on that load. They're ripping me off from the beginning. And there's no negotiating, there's nothing. Why? Because they're the biggest. They can. Margin set rates, if we're getting a load for $1,000, we keep it at 30%. We're going to sell this load for 700, the 300 remaining, 50-50. The sales agent gets 50%, the company gets 50%. Okay? So this is your job description. The first thing is must have strong phone etiquette. This is very important. Why it's very important is because 100 calls a day, as I said before, you get on the 60th, 61st call. The 61st guy, he could be the guy that's going to give you the loads, but you're just there like, yeah, man, I don't know, if you want to give me some loads, I'll work with you, You speak like that to him and he's just like, no, I'm not going to give you anything. You don't sound like a guy who I can trust. So you must have strong phone etiquette, and you must have that energy to back it up. You must have that energy within your voice that's going to say, hey, you know what? Trust me. I got you. I'm going to take care of you. You got me this load? I'll take care of it. Work well without supervision. Most of you here are not going to be working within the office. We have options where you can work in the office and you get a base pay with commission. But most people choose the commission route because it's a much higher percentage and you make a lot more. But you must work well without our supervision. I can't be there saying to you, hey, you didn't make that call, man, or you didn't do that follow-up. That's up to you. Some people can do it, some people just can't. Some people just cannot do that. They're too lazy. I'll tell you straight up. I'm not gonna twist it and turn it. I'm gonna tell you, people are lazy. People do not want to work for it. People do not want to make follow-up calls. They'll say, hey, I'll do it tomorrow. Do it right now. Take care of it right now. You might forget tomorrow. You might lose that account tomorrow. Must be able to communicate in English. It's very important. Organizing attention to detail. I think most of the other things are pretty much self-explanatory. Make sure that management is aware of issues in a timely manner. Now, what issues could they be? A shipper is upset. His load is late. You never told anyone. You never told your load coordinator. He called you. The shipper called you directly. You never said anything to anyone. Whose fault is it going to be? It's going to be on you. If you lose that account, it's on you. What you could have done is given it to us, given that issue to us. We'll take care of it. We'll do something. We'll work out a way for you to not lose that account, even if it costs us money. We'll do that for you. But you need to tell us, hey, I messed up. Hey, this load was supposed to get there on this time. I didn't tell my load coordinator. It's now late. It's going to cost us. Tell us. We'll take care of it. But if you don't tell us, it's on you. I was never made aware of the issue. It's on you. You've lost that account. Simple as. Now, that account could have been giving you 40 loads a day. That account could have been your bread and butter. That account could have been making you $15,000 every week. There are people in this industry that are making more than 6 figures. There are people in this industry who are grossing 250,000 per month, and they're taking 30% of that home. Think about that. We have a guy in New Jersey who does 180K a month gross. So it's not a small game. It's about the know-how, and we're telling you the know-how. We're going to give you the know-how. We're going to give you the things and the tools you need to succeed. So it's very important that you make us you make us aware of the situation that's going on currently. Every time something goes wrong, we should be made aware. I should be made aware. Whoever, make everyone aware. Tell everyone, whoever you need to. Tell Manny, tell me. Say, hey, you know what, Joe? I need to take care of this, man. Let's go meet this guy. I'll go meet him. I drove down to Chicago to meet this guy. I drove truck. I drove 11 hours a day. I don't mind. I'll take a flight out if I need to. If we need to make it better for you. But whenever you mess up, tell us. That's the biggest thing I can tell you right now. If you can't fix it, we can. Okay, so the next thing, maintain prospect. Okay, we all know that. These are very much sales things that you will already pick up and you already know. You know, if you've got a load from one guy, you know, you're not just gonna leave him and say, you know what, I'll move to the next guy. Try to get some more. Say, hey, how many loads are you actually moving out a day? Say, you know what, okay, you got a load from Kroger. The guy you're meeting, the logistics manager, hey, you know what, I got some trucks waiting right now. I can do 3 more loads today if you got some. You don't have to call the next guy. You don't have to make 100 calls a day. If you got one good customer, if you got one good logistics manager, he could be shipping out thousands of loads a day. Walmarts and Kroger's and Myers, they're doing thousands of loads a day. So you need to make that relationship. Go to the Meyer warehouse. Say, can I meet the logistics manager? Talk to them. Create a meeting. It's all up to you. And that guy could be your bread and butter. So one of the biggest things with TransJet Cargo and freight brokerage in general is that you can work from anywhere. Now, you will have the resources at your disposal to work from anywhere. Now, what that means is you need to have a laptop, you need to have a phone, and that's it. An internet connection and a phone and laptop, you're good. Most people, you get a hotspot from your phone nowadays. You could be sitting in your car doing this. You'll have access to your CRM, you'll have access to your TMS. It's all online. It's all on the cloud. You could be making calls from anywhere. You have a headset on. You don't need to dial each phone number. You click, it dials. You click a button, it dials automatically on your phone. It's already on. You click the next one, it dials already. We have set up these tools because we want to make you as efficient as possible. We don't want you to messing around dialing 151. You know, we don't want you to do that. You click a button, it'll dial your phone automatically. App-to-app support. We have that. Now, the biggest thing is that shippers and pretty much the freight industry in general starts in the morning. So if you want to say, hey, I want to wake up at 12 and start this, you're not going to succeed. You're not. The freight's already done. Freight's already moved next day. It's gone. All the freight that you saw, it's already moved. Thousands of load already moved. That's how big this industry is. 30 seconds, the load's gone. You'll see loads moving as you're looking at the display. You'll see them crossed out. Because as you're looking at it, somebody's already picked it up. That's how busy this industry, that's how big this industry is. The freight industry is very, very big. So the biggest thing you can do is wake up at 7. You can wake up at 6. Start making those calls at 6, because those are the times when, if I was a logistics manager of a warehouse, I'd be thinking, damn, I got 1,000 loads. I got to get these moved. Whoever's calling me, yeah, can you do 5 loads? Yeah, can you do 6? Hey, can you do 10? That's what I'm doing as a logistics manager. You call me at 12. I've already moved my loads. Yeah, no, I'm not willing to work with anyone else today. That's what you're going to hear. You know, you call someone at 12 o'clock, they're already done. They don't need you anymore. They need you at 7 a.m. They need you when they're stressed out how they're going to move all these loads. Because the logistics managers are stressed out. Mm-hmm. They have loads to move, man. They have freight to move. And some of this freight is critical. It needs to move today or it can't sell. Fruit, vegetables, produce in general, anything like that, it needs to be moved, and it needs to be moved today. I saw a load 2-3 days ago for our sister company, Cross America Transport, $8,000 from here to Nevada, 2,000 miles. $8,000 for 2,000 miles. It's about 50% above market. Can you believe that? Why? Because that load needed to be moved 3 hours from when the load was posted. But the shipper was willing to pay $8,000. Now you imagine your commission on a load like that. The shipper's probably giving him 10 and he's selling it for 8. He's going to make $1,000 off that load. That's no joke. $1,000 in a day. You can do it. It's very possible. Wake up early. See what these people need. Give them what they need. They need 100 loads moved. Yeah, we can do it. We'll take care of it. You can have 5 different people working for you. We have a guy in Honduras. There's people working under him. He's doing it in Honduras.
But how do you do that though? Like,
So let's say
I'm saying like I can get how you can get the people to work for you, but it's like they're working for you, but we're working for you. So the
you are working for us as an independent contractor.
But the commission goes 50-50.
Yeah, so you can distribute it however you want. You can have guys. You say, hey, I'll give you $100 a day. Make these 200 calls for me. That's up to you.
Okay.
You could say, hey, you know what? I'll give you 5% of the gross. I'm making 50%. I'll make 45. I'll give you 5%. Now that's what the guy in Honduras is. He gives 5%, but he's got 5 different people making calls on behalf of him. We have guys in India making 200-300 calls. How is that possible? I have 2 guys working for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the one making the calls. I'm the one handling the freight. I'm the one cashing in. There's guys in India that are making net $1,500. It's possible, man. It's possible. It's very possible. Qualified leads. One of the biggest things is when somebody comes into this industry, they say, hey, where do I start? I don't even know where to start. What do I do? Who do I call? Who do I go meet? So within our TMS, within the sales CRM, you'll see that we already have leads picked out for you. We already have the information of the company, what revenue they're producing, their phone number, who the executive is. I could pick out a company right now, call them, say, hey, can I speak to your logistics manager, please? They transport me through. This is your chance. There's your chance. Begins. Whenever somebody from the operator has transferred you to the logistics manager, your chance has now started. Now it's up to you to see if you can get those loads. You might make 99 calls that day, and you get through to the logistics manager, they say, no, we don't need you. But the 100th guy says, yes, I do need you. I have 20 loads. Can you move them? Now, do you have that dedication? Do you have that discipline? That's what you must ask yourself.
You say you guys only got 7 trucks right now?
We have 7 trucks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an asset based. We only have those trucks to show that we're asset based.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never need those 7 trucks.
Oh, okay.
You'll never need to worry about them. You'll never need to worry about anything. But if somebody says to you, hey, I need a trailer and I need it dropped, we got those trailers. We'll buy more. Mm-hmm. We'll buy more if you need them. You need 20 trailers that need to be, you have an account for 20 trailers, I'll buy 20 trailers tomorrow. Get us the accounts. I'll get you everything you need. I'll get you the equipment. We're very small. We can do that. You go to TQL, he's going to say, no, I don't have any trailers. Go away. We can do that for you. You give me an account and you say, hey, Joe, this guy is going to be giving me future loads. He's already giving us 2 loads. I need a trailer, man, and I need it dedicated to me. I need this trailer for myself and I need it moved daily. Okay, here you go. Here's a trailer for you. And if we're out of trailers, I'll buy one. We're prepared to do that. Give me a contract for a year for a load. I'll give you a trailer, no problem. I'll give you 2. I'll give you 3. Whatever you need. It's all up to you guys. You guys are running the show. You guys are running the ship. You're the captain. I'm not the captain. I'm too busy to be dealing with other stuff. I'll get stuff done for you. That's it. You tell me what you need. The support system. This was the biggest thing that we wanted to differentiate ourselves with. This is one of the biggest things. Why we wanted to do this was because we wanted dedicated salespeople. In TQL and CH Robinson, these big companies that I keep mentioning, you're doing from A to Z on everything. You're saying, okay, I'm going to take this load, I'm going to put it on the DAT board. Somebody's bought it, they're calling me. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, you want to buy it? Okay, 700, there you go. Now what I got to make sure is that that trucker now delivers it on time. Now that trucker could deliver this load in 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, 5 days. Depends on how long it is. Now you have to keep up with that. We don't want that. We don't want you to be worrying about a load that you sold 3 days ago or 4 days ago, and somebody now is messing up. The trucker's like, I can't deliver it. We don't want you to deal with any of the headache. We want you to be dedicated to sales. You have moved the load. It's on the DAT board. It's sold. Move on to the next one.
Do the coordinators deal with any things that pop up?
Yeah, that's what they're for. The load coordinator is exactly for that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so like the trucker's gonna be late, or he's deciding not to show.
The load coordinator is going to call you.
Absolutely, yes. I'm saying they're gonna call.
They're gonna call you
and let me know. Like, hey,
yes,
and then I'll
100%. The load coordinator will deal with all the back end stuff. Is what I'm trying to say to you. Mm-hmm. You won't need to worry about a truck moving from A to Z from here to California for 5 days, because you're going to be doing about 30 loads, 20 loads, 2 loads, 3 loads, however many it may be. But you're going to be busy with that. I can tell you right now, within 3 to 6 months, you won't even have to make calls because you're going to be so busy with all the work that you already have. You'll maybe have 2-3 hours to find new customers or find new prospects. What people do is they hire other people to say, hey, go out, go do this. I'll give you $100 a day, go do this. Freight broker agents, I see people who are 21, 22, 23, killing this industry. All on their phones, all on their laptops. I can tell you right now, if you're tech savvy and you know how to get information out of these systems, you can be very successful. And we can teach you that. We'll teach you the A to Z. But the sales support system is unlike any other company. And because we're small, because we're so diversified in what we do, we don't just do this. We can afford to do that. And we can afford to keep those guys dedicated to you. Other bigger companies, they have corporate structures. They have too much money to worry about. They have too much other things to worry about because that's all they do. We don't just do this. We do a lot more. So we can afford to keep those load coordinators working for you guys. Base pay and commission. Now, most of you guys here are commission based, and we do have a base pay option. You guys that are in Indianapolis, you guys can be on base pay if you'd like. So that it starts at 24,000. Now, what that means is it pretty much is just a base salary to get you started, to get you going places. I'll tell you right now, this is not something that you're going to say, hey, I'm just going to make 24 grand and that's it. I'm not going to make any sales because it's not one of those jobs. You'll have a month. You'll have a 30 days with 24,000. If you're not made a sale, you're out. Sorry, but we don't need you. 24,000. How long are we going to keep that going? If you can't make a sale within your first 30 days and you're still on base pay, this is not for you. I can tell you right now. With the base pay, every account and sale you obtain will have an 18 to 25% commission margin. Now, what that means is you'll start at 18%, including base pay. You'll slowly make your way to 25%. Let's say you're doing 100,000 gross each month. We can discuss it further. But at that time, at base, you'll be limited to 18 to 25. So you could be making 50K of gross revenue. And 30% of that, whatever it may be, is yours. Half of the 30%. It'll be 15%, let's say, because it's 50% commission. Sure. But let's say it's yours. Now, with the base pay, you're going to be making, what, 2 grand a month, and then the 18 to 25. What sounds better? You know? Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to go for that 40, 50 because they know, hey, I won't even need to be in the office. I can work from anywhere, and I can make the same money. It's all upon you. Most people that choose the base pay, they think that they're not very confident. They know that they can't make sales. So we give you that 30-day pretty much as you know, oh, okay, you want to pay your bills? Okay, here you go. Here's the base pay. But if you don't make it in 30 days, man, I can't pay you. Then you're on commission. The 40 to 50%, the commission, all commission. There is no base pay. We give you the same support. We give you the same resources. You're welcome to come in the office anytime. You're welcome to use all the spaces. You're welcome to drink coffee and eat donuts. You're welcome to do anything. But you will be on commission only. Now, what that means is you start off at 40% if you have no experience. You have no experience? Okay, we'll start you off at 40. You're going to get to 50 in your first 90 days.
You know when you say no experience in freight?
Freight.
Okay.
So what that means is the first few loads that you move, we're giving you a lower percentage because there's more risk of you not knowing what to do with it.
Understood.
Yeah. So within your first 90 days, you automatically go to 50%.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just about you getting into the business.
Gotcha.
That little 10% will give you the boost within your first 90 days.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
Now, let's say you say to me, hey, you know what? I'm bringing in 100K to the company. Why am I still on 50? Well, 100K, you move to 60.
Mm-hmm.
You do 100K gross revenue, you're automatically at 60%. You do 250K gross, you're at 70%.
Right. So more your performance, the higher.
70% commission is
unheard of.
Mm-hmm. Within this industry, that's why we're saying we're giving you a shot. We're giving you your chance. You bring in 250K gross revenue, that's gross. So let's say one load is $1,000. That's going towards that 250K. We're not taking the little, the net. I know the big companies do that. They take the net. We're taking the gross. We don't care. Move one load for 8,000. That's going to go towards your 250, Or move 30 loads that are, $500. It'll go towards your 250K. And you only need to do that 1 month. So let's say that 1 month you hit 250K. The second month you only hit 100K. You're still at 70. For the whole year, you're still at 70.
And then you'll be reevaluated
every year.
Yeah.
Every 12 months, it resets.
Mm-hmm.
But most people that have done it for 12 months, they're going to do it for years.
Mm-hmm.
People don't get out of this industry because they're not making money.
Mm-hmm.
People don't get out of this. People get out of this industry. It's too stressful. I can't handle this many loads. I can't handle this. I can't handle that. They retire off this. The guy who we're talking about, James Delavici, I don't know if he's in the online webinar, but he's doing 180K every month. Gross. Guys like that, who've been doing it for 25 years. That's what we want you to be. We don't want you to, we want you to retire from this job. We want you to create a relationship with us where we're making money, you're making money, we're both happy. And let's maintain that. Let's retain that.
Is this gonna be Monday to Friday or?
It's up to you. If you're working from the office, it's Monday to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I say to people, I'm available 24/7. They look at me like, what? 24/7? I'm available 24/7.
That's what I say.
Are these logistics managers in their office Saturdays and Sundays?
I'll be in my office. I'll be here.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about when you're trying to.
Oh, the logistics. Yeah, we'll have people Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about for us. I'm talking like the leads or something trying to
Yeah.
call.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So warehouses operate 7 days a week.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, I didn't know if they was.
Yeah. So, okay, imagine this. You picked up a load on Thursday from a logistics manager. He says to me, hey, I have 2 loads that need to be moved Saturday. Even if he's not in, you don't need to worry about him.
Yeah.
You have those 2 loads to worry about.
Yeah. No, I get that. I'm just saying, like, if I wanted to call somebody
Right.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And say, hey, are you moving anything?
Yeah. I mean, it varies, really. It just varies. It's very broad. So I can't tell you, hey, some companies might, some companies might not.
Yeah.
But there's usually someone who's a warehouse manager on site every day, throughout the week, Saturday, Sunday included, right?
Might be somebody to talk to.
Right. There's always someone to talk to.
Yeah.
There's always someone to talk to. And even if you get that name, so what I say is, let's say you get in touch and you get in touch with the operator. You say, hey, this is John calling from TJC. I was just wondering if I could speak to one of your logistics managers. They say, hey, you know what? Bill's not available right now. You just got something. You just got something very valuable from him.
Yeah,
Bill.
name.
You got a name. You got a lead. You type in your TMS, Bill. Call back tomorrow. Ask for Bill. Say, hey, can I speak to Bill, please? She'll say, okay, this guy seems to know Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me transfer him over to Bill right now. She's not going to say, oh, you know what, he's busy, because you're going to, there's thousands of people calling them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say the personal touch is very important. You want to know that guy's dog's name. Hey, how's Timmy doing? You know, you want to know their kid's name. That's the relationship you're going for. I know Michael's wife's name. I know Michael has 2 kids. I know they're both girls. I know their age. The guy I met yesterday in Chicago. We didn't just talk about work. We talked about a broad spectrum of things that will all, at the end of the day, solidify the deal. And you're working up to do that. That's what you're working to do. So I feel like that is the end of this presentation. And I feel like I've explained myself and I've blabbered on for long enough.